Welcome back. Hey, it's been a minute since I put together a Currency Mojo video. I didn't stop looking. I've just been distracted with the 2024 nickels, and now the 2025 pennies are being going to be eliminated. So there's a lot to look for. What I have here is just some of the more interesting bills that I've collected since Thanksgiving. I haven't given up. I just slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
First, I'd like to start with the almost binary notes. I've had so many close calls. These are still, I believe, marketable, and I'm going to see what I can do with them. I do sell on eBay, as many of you who have subscribed to me know. It's 5s and 8s with a 3 in the middle. It kind of turns it into, well, it's a trinary, but it's an almost binary, one off. Here we have 5 7s with a leading 8 and 2 zeros, so it's trinary, but it's almost a binary, and it also even has that little what do they call it, a gas pump situation where 23, 33, 22, 35. So the 5 on the end makes it a trinary, but so close to being a binary. And this one, 5s, 4s, and 1s. So all 4s and 1s with a 5. 2021. This one's 377, 44, 747. Almost a binary with a 3 at the beginning. Here we have all 3s and 1s with a 2 at the beginning. 3 2 1, 3 3 3, 1 3. So 5 3s there anyway. And again, 0 3 6 3, 0 3 0 3. So you almost have a super repeater. 0 3 6 3. If that 6 was a 0, you'd have a repeater. I mean, 0 3 0 3 0 3 0 3. That's a $100 note. Now we have 5 zeros leading. So that makes this a very low serial number. Not very low. Anything under 99 or below is kind of low, but 3 digits is still considered low, but not as well as a 2-digit serial number. So with 5 zeros is also, leading 5 zeros is also a good note. Now I have a 1987 and a 2011. So this is technically a tombstone note or anniversary note. 1987 to 2011 and 2011. 1916 to 1999 tombstone note. So this person would be 24 years old. Help me out. What happened in 1999 when the computer switched over from 1999 to 2000? It was supposed to. 1985. I looked up this note, and it only has a value of about $1.80 to $5 depending on condition for 1985 printed note, and it's in pretty good shape. So I pulled it aside. Something good to talk about. And then of course, in 1963, we had an anomaly happen. Secretary of Treasury, Joseph W. Barr, who only was in office for 28 days. And in that time, they managed to produce dollar bill notes in 5 different federal districts: New York, Richmond, Virginia, Chicago, Kansas City, and San Francisco. So William Barr note only graced the dollar bill in 1963. It's the B series. And prior to that, the A series was Henry H. Fowler. So the Barr notes, you would think, because they're somewhat unique, that they'd have a lot of value, but apparently this was pretty well known at the time, and people were hoarding brand new packs of dollar bills from the bank at that time. And so you can still today find on eBay brand new ones for like $5 a piece, or a whole pack for a couple $100, because they are fairly rare, and it's a unique story. So 263s, and I found these together in a pack at the bank. Obviously somebody dumped them, and I scooped them up. Here we have another almost binary, and it's an almost repeater, right? If that 7 was a 0, or if that 0 was a 7, I'd have a repeater. 733, 733. It would be not only a repeater but a binary, and that would make that note worth 40 to 50 bucks. Here also almost a repeater. 8805, 8850. You just kind of inverted that 50 and turned it into an 05. So it's still a trinary, somewhat of a repeater, right? So you have 8s, zeros, 8s, and 5s. Then we have this 1994, February 17th, 1994. You know anyone celebrating birthday this week? Let them know. I'm going to list this on eBay tonight, hopefully. 00464646. So again, similar to the 33 super repeater with the 03 0303 with the anomaly here, but I have a leading 0. So technically you got 3 46s, right? 46, 46, 46. The 00 kind of messes it up, but again, It's a trinary, almost a binary, and almost a super repeater. So I think I can market this. People may be interested in it. Leave a message. 1867, 2345. Well, when you first look at it, the first thing that caught my eye was that perhaps this is a birthday. Hey, wait a minute. There are 8 unique digits. So this is what we call a full scattered ladder, right? So you have every number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 through 8, full scattered ladder. And that, I don't know if it's worth $5, $10, $20. I will list it on eBay. So I will try to package this with a couple other items and make it worth the shipping worth your while. Now this one I've talked about before, the duplicate serial numbers. A series of bills run in 2013, and they were duplicated in Fort Worth and Washington, D.C. This is the Fort Worth note. Now, if this was less than 250,000, it's the first run of the duplicate serial numbers that were run both in Washington and Fort Worth. And then there's a gap at the 3 million mark. They started the second run that was duplicated both in Fort Worth and Washington, D.C. So this one's a close one. If this had been a duplicate note, $20 on eBay. All right, this one was interesting, and I thought since we just recently swore in Donald Trump, I found this note that says Trump won 2020, Biden cheated. Here's the evidence.com. If you want to know or want to look that up, there it is. I just thought it was kind of interesting, and it's right for the time. There you go. This little town called Hell is really close by. There's an ice cream shop, there's a bar, and a small restaurant, and it's a town with like 3 buildings. The ice cream shop, which is called Screams, has a post office in there, and you can also get your letter stamped with the Hell, Michigan cancellation. The owner gives you change like this. So he takes $2 bills and stamps. I've been through Hell, Michigan, and it's kind of like a free souvenir. Then, of course, being that close, many times I find these at the banks, and in this case, somebody cashed in for 4 of them. And one of them actually had a pretty decent serial number. 3 zeros. And then 1965. Birthday notes have to have the 8 digits, like either month, date, and year. You have one of 2 methods. It's year first, the European way, year first, and then month and date. But in the U.S., we go 01011999. So this is not a birthday note. It is merely a note that has the number 1965 mixed in there. That doesn't make this note worth anything, but it's interesting, and I just wanted to point that out. So my tellers, every time I come in the bank, I ask them for funny money, and they pulled these out. They showed them to me in 1974. 1974, that makes this note 51 years old. Turns out that this note has a value of about, maybe $75. And then I looked it up on eBay sold, and they are selling for anywhere $55 to $76, maybe $80 in better condition. But if any of you are selling on eBay or know anything about eBay, they charge $13. Includes the customer's shipping cost, the customer's taxes if they live in a state that charges a state tax on e-commerce. And so by the time you're all done, so is it worth your time? I have a coin show to attend this weekend. Maybe I'll try to peddle it there. And if somebody was going to offer me $51 for this at the coin show, I would sell it to them. And then the next 3, they're all 1977. Let me zoom out a little bit on this. What's interesting about these is that they're all really close to the edge. That one not so much, but they're all 77s. 2 of them from Chicago Federal Reserve, and the other 2 are from Richmond. Okay, so Richmond. So the Richmond Federal Reserve. That both of these are so close to the upper edge. Now this doesn't really add any value to these. My understanding is that it has to be off the edge. It really doesn't mean anything unless if it still has a white edge all the way around it, so it doesn't qualify as off-centered or misprinted. It's just a little unusual. Again, like the 74, these notes, they're a little bit stiff. However, they aren't worth listing on eBay. Take them to a coin show. Maybe somebody would be interested, maybe not. Anyway, the most interesting notes that I pulled, and I have over 100 star notes in the last 3 months, any of which are just not in such good shape. But that's going to be a whole nother video, so I'll just do this, right? So, interesting numbers, and then literally the whole back end of this is star notes. I'm going to put out another video just to talk about the star notes and interesting trinaries and $2 bills. Okay, that's it. Well, all right, you know the drill. You can find me all over social media. I'm on Facebook. I'm on eBay, JDK Collectibles. We have over 100 items listed. There's something for everyone. I have paper. I have coins. I have silver. I have rolls. I have errors. JDK Collectibles-CM on eBay. Thanks for coming. We'll see you guys on the next Coin Mojo.